Welcome back. Recently on the sidelines of Rotary Manage 2009, Rajiv Lula met up with the CEO with tremendous vision, enterprise and above all, never say die spirit. Let's join them.
So I just heard Dr. N. Ravichandran, Chief Executive Officer of Lucas TVS, speak about globalization, about quality, a very inspiring speech. And he joins us today on the show. Welcome, Mr. Ravichandran.
Thank you.
Let me toss the first question at you about exactly that same topic. Globalization, you spoke about quality consciousness, you spoke about products and how easy it is now to substitute products. So tell our audience what that means to you at Lucas and what inspiration can our youngsters draw.
See, Rajiv, what today is happening is like cricket. Earlier, there were only 5 countries playing cricket. Now, everybody is playing cricket. And throughout 365 days, people are playing cricket. You see a big change. So, the change is now sweeping the whole world. And we are no exception to us, nor we can avoid any change. So, today you can see even industrial scenario. We are becoming a borderless state. There is no border. We become a global village. You can see products are moved across the continent or across the globe to right precision and without damaging anything, reaching the customer on time. I used to say, you go to Mylapore, we can say now, you can see now the people, the way they dress in Chennai. Sometimes you wonder whether they were in New York. But you can see people using Indian dress, maybe Italian cooling glass, and Japanese camera and American pen and eating Italian food and living in Mylapore. So this is what do you call this? This is truly global. So this is what happened in industry. That means the customer is global. That means the quality has to be global. There is no Indian quality, this is what you will do or this is what my customer wants. If you want to be in business, it has to be global. That's what's happening in the world. And all our Indian companies are changing, and I think we'll change faster now to reach that standard. There is only one quality called global. There is no second quality.
It looks like the Indian society is becoming more quality conscious. That's why they're buying all these products. So that's fantastic. However, I still see that China is seen as the manufacturing capital of the world. Everybody depends on them. Where is India in position compared to China when it comes to manufacturing, in your thoughts?
See, at the moment, we cannot downplay the fact that China is definitely ahead of us as a manufacturing hub. There are no two opinions on that. There are 3 reasons for that. They started much earlier than us. And the infrastructural facility is superb. I mean, you can go to China, you can see the roads and the way things are happening. Even the time to start an industry, you can do in 3 days' time. So that is what is really made them to expose themselves to Western market or outside China so that people went there. But we started late, but it's something like better late than never. So that's what we have done. Now people are seeing from Indian companies consistency, commitment, and business ethics. See, these are our favorable points. And if you go to China, what you see there is the most important thing is the commitment and the hard work of people is amazing. The productivity levels are much, much higher than any of the Indian companies. So if you are able to get that level of productivity, and I always say India suffers 3 things. As Indians, we suffer discipline, dedication, and devotion. In broad perspective, I'm not saying everybody, but in broad perspective, if Indians and Indian industries and in all our activities, we have the correct discipline and the dedication with the devotion, I don't think it is far from, will be ahead from, I mean, we can't be away from the world. And we have 5,000 years. How did they build a Taj Mahal? Yeah. There was no TKM, there is no Deming, there is no QC circle. How did you build a Brihadishwara temple in Tanjavur, right? How even today, how the goldsmiths are making ornaments. So that is that professionalism, that is, I want to involve myself totally. I don't do it for salary, I don't do it for money. I do it because I love it. If you create that, right, anything can happen. And I'm sure Indians are picking up, you will see that very soon. Maybe another 10 to 12 years, we will see a lot more Indian companies will be globally known and materials will move from India to global consumers.
So Dr. Ravi, I want to again bring this back to home. I know that your company also walks the talk. So you were telling us about how competitive your company is and how you've moved some manufacturing units from Germany, from the US, Volkswagen, BMW, those kind of brand names we heard. Tell us in the context of quality and competitiveness, and you also used the word customer delight. So tell us what that means to Lucas.
See, we are not moved companies. What I moved is products. See, some products which were made there, the companies who are in Germany and US have come to us because of three reasons. Of course, cost advantage. Second is they are able to see that Indian engineers, Indian managers, Indian technicians and workers are smart enough to pick up quickly. And it's easy to communicate with us because of English. And it's much easier to do business with us.
So language clearly
language
is
definitely an advantage. Of course, quality is number one.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, quality is non-negotiable. Sure. The rest come next. If quality is right, you can talk about it. The others being right, quality being wrong, you are not in business. And what we could see is if you tell the workforce or the officers the total picture and expose them, what is the purpose of that product, why it should be right, why should it be right, what are the points of excellence, and educate them and give them the total picture. Everybody wants to do their best because it's not Lucas TVS, it's India, it's the Indian. So nobody wants to do a bad job. Because in India, I don't think anybody wants to do a bad job. Joining a company and an organization, I want to do a bad job. No. So it is the top of the leader, the manager, the management is to get that environment set in the organization. If you set that, people will perform. So in this case, we are selling to a big company in Germany who fits this in their product, and that goes to, as I said, Daimler and going to Volkswagen and others, BMW. So it's a big German business. Same way, these hypermotors go to a company in US who sets it on bigger trucks in America. And so we can expand, provided we are right. But these customers are non-tolerant. They will not accept a single defect, a single delay, a single failure. It's like medicine. Nobody wants to go to the doctor with a scrap rate of, you can't tell the doctor my scrap rate is 100 ppm or 1% scrap rate. Nobody will go to the doctor. So it has got to be like that. Right? Every time, all the time.
So that's phenomenal. Companies that are almost synonymous with quality, you mentioned some of the marquee names there, they're relying on an Indian manufacturing unit for all these components. I think that's very inspiring. One thing I noticed in our discussion is that you don't mention the use of technology. You're focusing on human capital, you're focusing on quality, but not the use of technology. Now that I find it is exceptional when it comes to the topic. Is that intentional?
Yeah, no. See, you need all. You cannot substitute human capital without technology, nor technology without human capital. But what we need to understand is people are Indians. You cannot have Japanese people, German people working here, and then so it's Indian people. And we have got a great culture of 5,000 years of history. And we have produced marvelous things in this country. Even technology was not there. People have produced because of the mind. So in my opinion, catch that mind, rekindle the spirit in people, make people understand whatever we do, we need to do with discipline, dedication, devotion, marry the appropriate technology, give them the lead on the methodology. A combination of people, methodology and technology will take India forward.
Great. I think we've covered a lot of ground today, and I learned a lot personally. I'm sure our audience did as well. Thank you, Dr. Ravichandran, for joining us on the show.
Thank you, Rajiv.
Pranav, back to you.
Thank you, Rajiv. Time to sing a different tune on the show now. Let's meet up with a celebrity singer and see how she invests her hard-earned money.
It's not just Sur and Tal that occupy Chinmay's mind. This young and talented singer can hold her pitch on various subjects, and that includes money.
Mani sings Jai Ho and Jingle Bells, especially the first line of Jai Ho because of the Aja Aja thing. It starts like that. We all wish for it to come. See, we we have gone the very traditional South Indian way, invest in gold, invest in silver, but otherwise we have diamonds. Yeah, I don't know if people look at it as an investment now or if it is just an ornamental purpose or whatever it is. In the future, I would be looking at alternate sources of energy and what they're doing. I would be very happy to invest in something like that.
Looks like a lot of celebrities are eyeing alternative sources of energy as an investment option. Tell us what you thought about our show. Mail us on feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.